Hello and welcome to Quiz Class. My name's Ellis and I'll be your host for today's general knowledge quiz. There's 50 questions, so do the best you can and let us know at the end how many points you got out of 50. Let's start with question 1. What is the scientific name for the occurrence where someone feels better while having a fake treatment or inert medication? Placebo effect, nocebo effect, or Hawthorne effect? And the answer is the placebo effect. Question 2. Where is the largest volcano in our solar system located? Earth, Venus, or Mars? And the answer is Mars. Question 3. What galaxy is thought to have more than 100 billion stars? Andromeda, Milky Way, or Triangulum? And the answer is Milky Way. 4. Which carnivorous plant is indigenous to the southeast United States and captures and consumes insects for food? Venus flytrap, pitcher plant, or sundew plant? And the answer is the Venus flytrap. Question 5. Which of the 3 pyramids on the renowned plateau is the oldest and largest in Egypt? There's no multiple choices for this one, but can you guess which of the 3 pyramids on the renowned plateau is the oldest and largest in Egypt? And the answer is the Great Pyramid of Giza. 6. Which Albert Einstein's equation declares that energy and mass are equivalent and inversely proportional to the speed of light? E equals mc squared, F equals ma, or P equals mv? And the answer is E equals mc squared. Question 7. What can the tiniest 3D printer in the world generate in exquisite detail? Life-size sculptures, miniature houses, or objects as small as a grain of sand? And the answer is objects as small as a grain of sand. Question 8. What is the highest temperature that lightning can reach? 17,540 degrees Fahrenheit, 53,540 degrees Fahrenheit, or 89,540 degrees Fahrenheit? And the answer is 53,540 degrees Fahrenheit. Well done if you got that one. 9. How many microorganisms does the average person's body contain? 1 billion, 10 trillion, or 100 trillion? And the answer is 100 trillion. 10. Which teachings does the concept of mindfulness come from? Hinduism, Christianity, or Buddhism? And the answer is Buddhism. Hope you're keeping up so far. Here's question 11. How was the historic city of Pompeii preserved? Frozen in ice, buried in sand, covered in volcanic ash? And the answer to that one is covered in volcanic ash. Question 12. What milestone did the Magna Carta signing in 1215 signify? The end of the Roman Empire, establishment of the English monarchy, or laws and limitations on English monarchy's power? And that's the answer, laws and limitations on English monarchy's power. 13. Which jungle is renowned for its great biodiversity and home to 40,000 different plant species? There's no multiple choices again, so have a guess at the answer. And that answer is the Amazon. 14. Which epidemic has a reputation for being among the deadliest ever? Bubonic plague, Spanish flu, or Zika virus? And the answer is Spanish flu. 15. Which animal is renowned for its sharp intelligence, sophisticated social behaviour, and instances of cooperation and teamwork? Dolphins, lions, or gorillas? And the answer is dolphins. 16. What constitutes roughly 95% of the universe's total mass energy content, but whose nature is still unknown? Matter, dark matter, or antimatter? Matter, dark matter, or antimatter? The answer is dark matter. Well done if you got that one. On to 17. How is it experimentally demonstrated that healthy beliefs, spiritual and religious practices, and a sense of purpose improve people's general health? mentally and spiritually, mentally and physically, or only mentally as proven? And the answer is mentally and physically. 18. How many different religions are practiced worldwide? A few dozen, hundreds, or thousands? And the answer is thousands of religions. 19. What traditional event sees revellers gleefully hurling colourful powders and water at one another to welcome spring? Diwali, Christmas, or Holi? And that's the answer. I may be pronouncing it wrong, but it's H-O-L-I. 20. How many individuals use the internet actively worldwide as of 2021? There's no multiple choices, just have a guess at how many individuals use the internet actively worldwide as of 2021. And the answer is 4.9 billion. 21. Who invented QR codes? Steve Jobs, Mark Zuckerberg, or Denso Wave? Who invented QR codes? It was Denso Wave. 22. What is bioluminescence? Emission of sound by living organisms, light produced and emitted by living organisms, or camouflage abilities by changing colour? And the answer is light produced and emitted by living organisms. 23. Where is Leonardo da Vinci's renowned Mona Lisa painting on display? The British Museum, the Metropolitan, or the Louvre Museum? And the answer is the Louvre, in Paris. 24. Where exactly is the Dead Sea? Between Italy and Greece, between Israel and Jordan, or between Canada and the USA? And it is between Israel and Jordan. 25. What is the traditional method to greet someone in Japan as a mark of respect? Kissing on both cheeks, handshake, or bow? And the answer is bow. 26. Which country gave women the first voting rights? United Kingdom, Australia, or New Zealand? We're over halfway through now. What's the answer to this one? It's New Zealand. Well done if you got that one right. On to question 27. What historical occurrence caused the feudal system to collapse and Napoleon Bonaparte to rise to power? British, French, or Industrial Revolution? And it was the French Revolution. 28. How much of a person's life is spent sleeping, on average? 1/5, 1/3, or half? And the answer is 1/3 of a person's life is spent sleeping. 29. Which animal holds the title of being the quickest on land? Cheetahs, black Arabian stallions, or kangaroos? Which of those animals holds the title of being the quickest on land? Cheetahs. 30. What do many indigenous spiritual systems have in common? Material wealth accumulation, evolution in nature, or nature's harmony and interrelation of life? And it's that one, nature's harmony and interrelation of life. 31. How many times a second do honeybee wings beat? 60 times, 120 times, or 200 times? And the answer is 200 times a second. 32. What is the main reason chameleons alter the colour of their skin? Camouflage, attracting mates, or communication and temperature regulation? What is the main reason? And the answer is communication and temperature regulation. 33. How many neurons are there in the average human brain? 8 million, 86 billion, or 500 trillion? How many neurons are there in the average human brain? And the answer is 500 trillion neurons. 34. What was the Human Genome Project's purpose? Study human cells in a laboratory, to map and sequence the human genome, or develop treatments for genetic diseases? And the answer is to map and sequence the human genome. 35. Who exactly were the Guerrilla Girls? A group of painters who focused on ecological concerns, anonymous feminist artists who focused on gender inequalities, or street artists who made giant murals with impactful messages? And the answer is anonymous feminist artists who focused on gender inequalities. 36. Where can you find Salvador Dali's surreal masterpiece, The Persistence of Memory? Is it in the Guggenheim Museum in Spain, the Museum of Modern Art in New York, or the Uffizi Gallery in Italy? And the answer is the Museum of Modern Art in New York. 37. Which is frowned upon in the cultures of the Middle East? Showing the soles of your feet, using chopsticks, or eating with your hands? And the answer is showing the soles of your feet. 38. In the United States, term limits for the presidency were instituted by which amendment? 1st, 10th, or 22nd? Term limits for the presidency were instituted by the 22nd Amendment. 39. Which international organisation was established in 1945 to advance world harmony? European Union, United Nations, or International Monetary Fund? And the answer is the United Nations. On to question 40 now. Which insects exchange information about nectar sources using complex waggle dances? Butterflies, honeybees, or ants? A very fun question, but what is the answer? The answer is honeybees. It's honeybees who do the waggle dance. 41. According to epigenetics research, what factors can affect and modify our genes? Genetic mutations, external factors like stress and diet, or inheritance from parents? And the answer is external factors like stress and diet. 42. Which city is believed to be one of the holiest in the world, where taking a plunge in the Ganges River is thought to cleanse the soul? Rome, Jerusalem, or Varanasi? Varanasi is the answer. Question 43. What happened that permitted unrestricted travel between East and West Germany and represented the end of the Cold War? Berlin Wall construction, Cuban Missile Crisis, or the fall of the Berlin Wall? And that's the answer, the fall of the Berlin Wall. 44. What is the genetic material present in human body cells? Ribonucleic acid, deoxyribonucleic acid, or collagen? And it's deoxyribonucleic acid. The hardest to say. Question 45. What is the name of the ancient relic in the Louvre Museum that is a well-preserved legal code from around 1754 BC? The Venus de Milo, the Code of Hammurabi, or the Rosetta Scrolls? And the answer is the Code of Hammurabi. 46. When were the addictive cookies Oreos invented? More than 100 years ago, more than 50 years ago, or more than 30 years ago? And the answer is more than 100 years ago. 47. What does it mean when a cousin is removed? A difference of one generation, describes a rocky relationship, or this cousin has been disowned? When a cousin is removed, it means there is a difference of one generation. For example, they are my cousin twice removed. On to question 48. Which element is more common on Earth? Silicon, aluminium, or iron? Silicon, aluminium, or iron? Well, for those American watchers, aluminum. And the answer is silicon. 49. Why is Aberdeen called the Granite City? They have an excessive amount of the resource, granite gets mined in the mountains of Aberdeen, or many of the buildings are made out of granite or granite? And the answer is many of the buildings are made out of granite. 50. What does it mean to throw the baby out with the bathwater? Rejecting the essential with the inessential, discarding something valuable by accident, or damaging something while trying to repair it? And the answer is rejecting the essential with the inessential. Bonus question. How long does a caterpillar remain in a cocoon? Let us know the answer in the comments and let us know how many points you got out of 50. Thanks for playing this quiz. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon for notifications on all upcoming videos. In the meantime though, there's plenty of quizzes for you to try, so hit any of these and get involved. My name's Ellis and I've been your host today. Thanks for playing and we'll see you next time at Quiz Class.